Has life killed hope for you? And if not, what are some of the things that you still hope for? So, I was watching a Joe Budden podcast this afternoon, and that's a question that he asked his fellow podmates. Has life killed hope for you? And if not, what are some of the things that you still hope for? I personally hope that the generations that come behind us continue to grow, prosper, and fix what we couldn't. I hope that our culture, especially in the African American community, comes together and builds something strong, organized, and lasting. Now, Martin Luther King had that same hope and that same dream. And it was never realized in his lifetime. And sometimes I wonder if it will be in my lifetime. But there are some other things that I hope for that I have a little bit more control over. And I'm going to share a few of those little things with you. And then I'm going to ask you that as I'm going through these things, leave me a comment. Let me know if life has killed hope for you. And if so, what you intend to do about it. And if not, what are some of the things that you continue to hope for? So, for my season game, a few of the things that people our age could potentially hope for, or that I'm hoping that they hope for, are not real big things, not all things that directly reflect us doing something, but I have hope that others may come along and be able to accomplish some things that we could not have. Now, for me, personally, I hope for personal peace and healing. At this stage in my life, that's pretty much what I hope for. I need peace in my life. I want to remain happy, healthy, and whole. And I want to be able to pass that on and share it with generations to come. I want them to have peaceful, happy, healthy lives. I hope for purpose in this season, which is one of the reasons why I started this YouTube channel. I think that my purpose is pulling people together, creating community, building a tribe. That's my purpose at this stage of my life, and that's what I'm attempting to do with this YouTube channel. I also hope for good health and vitality. Now, I said that I hope for healing, but I also hope for vitality. Now, I am happy, I'm healthy. I don't currently have any health issues, and I want to keep it that way. And in order to do that, I'm moving my body. I'm trying to exercise. I'm trying to eat right. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to have a positive mindset. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that I continue to have good health and vitality. I hope for unity and justice. And not just for my people, but for all people. Our current president can sometimes be extremely divisive. And he feeds a group of people that have a certain level of that same divisiveness in their heart and a little bit of hatred for other people. And my hope and prayer is that we have more unity, and at some point we have justice and a little bit less of that decisiveness and having people constantly at each other, whether it's Democrats and Republicans, black people and white people, immigrants, and people born in the United States. I want justice and prosperity for all. I have huge hope for our children and young adults. And sometimes that in itself can be extremely difficult because these young people seem to value life and the way they live it less and less. And nobody seems to be able to offer advice to a certain group of young people and to encourage them to do better. Now, I know that if you don't see anything good happening, it's hard to hope for good things. But my hope for our youth is that they will find a way in this chaotic world that we currently live in, and that we have passed along enough tools and wisdom and love for them to build upon. I don't feel like they listen, but I hope that somewhere in the back of their minds, some of the things that we are doing stick. You know, I know that my grandparents felt the exact same way. I think about some of the things that my grandparents told us that I thought was just old fashioned and that they didn't fully understand. But the truth of the matter is, it was the wisdom coming from them that I needed. And I carry it with me today. I wish they were here for me to tell them how much I love and appreciate them and all that they taught us and that they did for us, because it did make a difference in my life. And I'm hoping to do the same in someone else's life. I pray for joy, or I hope for joy in the little things: laughter, friendship, beauty, nature, even the quiet moments as we continue to live our lives. It's the little things that matter. Family time, gatherings, just sometimes sitting in solitude and thinking about how grateful I am and how far I have come in my lifetime. I am hopeful that the little things will continue to put a smile on my face and laughter in my heart. And I hope for a life well lived. I have had a very good life. There's not much that I wish for, that I need, or that I desire. I like learning new things every single day. I want to try new stuff. I want to be adventurous. I want to do all of those things. But at the end of the day, if I close my eyes tonight, I have lived a full life. And I am so very grateful for all of the things that, have come into my life, and that I have had, the opportunity to, share with my friends and my family members. At the end of the day, that's all that really matters. Let me ask you, has life killed hope for you? Or do you have things that you still hope for? What are some of the things that you hope for? And if life has killed hope for you, then we need to make some changes. We need to bring that hope back, because there are so many things, there are so many opportunities for us to be great and to do great things. So this was a quick, short video. I was watching the Joe Budden podcast, and each and every one of them had some really unique hopes for the future. Most of it had to do with their children and generations to come, kind of like mine. Joe didn't seem very hopeful. I think he's a bit jaded, and he may have to work on that a little bit. But the comments were good, and his podcast mates had some really good things to offer. So I wanted to pop on and do this video and have you guys, ponder this thing. Leave me a comment. Let me know. What do you think? Is it wise for us to still be hopeful? I mean, I don't think we have a choice. I think the alternative is giving up. And I know that's not something that any of us intend to do, at least not my season gang. And I certainly hope my nieces and nephews aren't planning on throwing in the towel, because, the children are the future, and they've got to have some guidance and direction as well. So leave me a comment. Let me know. What are you hopeful for? And in the meantime and in between time, like my video, subscribe to the channel, and until the next time, it's the Season Later signing off. Toodles. Keep hope alive.